Kosha, he's meanwhile set to accept a $400 million US Boeing 747 gift from the Qatar royal family. And this jumbo jet may even, at least temporarily, replace Air Force One. Again, very lavish, extremely lavish gift. Should he accept this?
You know, I don't love this one, I have to say, and it's a little bit off-brand for Trump because he, as an example, is the only president in history who hasn't taken the salary that he gets at something like $500,000 US. It's not a small amount of money even for somebody as rich as he is, and he does not accept that. He donates it to different causes, just as an example. So this kind of feels off-brand from that. His whole thing is that he's a self-funded billionaire and he's not beholden to anybody and he doesn't take donations from anybody, let alone from the Qataris. What they will say, the administration is saying, and the press secretary addressed this earlier today, is it's legal within whatever the rules are of accepting gifts. It's not going to him personally. It stays with the White House. It might be donated to his library later, so on and so forth. But it's not a great look. I think he's using it to show up the fact that the US and Boeing have been very slow to get upgrades done on Air Force One, but all of that just doesn't make sense. And the idea of Air Force One being a Qatari plane is something that I don't think actually sits very well with even a lot of people on his base, to the extent that they're paying attention.
Then on the trade deal with China, there also seems to be negotiations ongoing. US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has confirmed that there's going to be a 90-day pause on the tariffs. They may be decreased as well. Kosha, where's this up to?
So they've just finished 2 days of negotiations in Geneva. Supposedly, reportedly, they've reached agreement to a term sheet, so at least the outlines of a new deal. We don't know much more about the specifics. They're going to do a joint press conference tomorrow with senior officials from both the U.S. and China, where we'll get some more details, or so we expect. So I think it's in the right direction. At least the rhetoric that's coming out from both China and the U.S. seems to be positive, that they've reached some kind of alignment. They're finding common ground. Neither country, biggest trading partners in the world, want to live in a world where there's 150% plus tariffs. It doesn't make sense in the long term, but it was definitely a negotiating tactic to try and recalibrate the trade deficits, and it looks like some headway has been made, and we should learn more tomorrow.
All right, and we'll update you on the show tomorrow. Kosha Gada, thanks so much.